The top stories for this special MAACness edition of the Rider Sports Corner are: MAACness kicks off the men's and women's basketball seasons, the wrestling team has been hitting the mats, and the swimming and diving team is back in action.
Don't you change that channel. We've got all your MAACness coverage right here. This is the Rider Sports Corner.
Hello everybody and welcome to our MAACness edition of the Rider Sports Corner. I'm Olivia Hoff.
And I'm Tom Malachi. Let's get started. With the winter season approaching, many teams have begun their preparation for the upcoming season.
Amanda Burke, Rider's own award-winning diver, sat down with Patty Wittenberg to discuss the Rider University swimming and diving team and her plans for the future.
Hello, and I'm here today with Amanda Burke. She's on the Rider diving team. How are you today, Amanda?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. So what is your usual practice like during the week?
On Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we practice in the mornings from 5 to 7, and then 5 to 7 at night. And on Tuesday, Thursdays, we just practice from 5 to 7 at night.
What do you do when you practice?
In the mornings, we get up and we go on a run at 5 a.m. to 6, and then we'll go over to Notre Dame and do a lifting circuit with our trainer, Coach McKenna.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of your time. Is that?
Yeah, it takes up a lot of my time, but I'm awake and up and ready for the day. It's a lot of fun, actually. I enjoy waking up and working out. I really like it.
When did you start practicing for the season?
We started beginning of the school year. As soon as classes started, we were already starting, and our first meet's actually tomorrow. So, we actually really start early.
Where's your first meet?
University of Maryland, Baltimore County.
How do you think you guys will do?
UMBC is really good, and they have a lot of fast swimmers, and they have some pretty good divers. So, it's going to be pretty close. It's hard to tell. We have so many talented people on our team. We have no idea what to expect.
So what's your dive? What's your specialty dive?
I don't really have any specialty dives. I really like 3-meter. I really like doing my 3.5, I guess. I have so much fun learning 3-meter and learning new dives on there. So I just learned 3-meter 2 years ago, so it's kind of new still to me, but I'm having a lot of fun on it.
And your coach is Dennis Tepper, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is he with you guys?
He's a really, really, really good coach. He's very positive, and he pushes you to your fullest potential if you want to be. But he can be really hard on us, and sometimes he can be really soft. So he's really good for the diving team, and we need him for the swimming team too, because Steve Fletcher has a certain personality and Dennis has a certain personality, and they really work well together. So if we need someone to really push the team and really give someone a motivating talk, we'll ask Dennis to talk to the swimmers, and he's there for them.
So what do you think you'll do after Rider?
I really want to continue diving. I'm actually staying another year to dive. So I really want to travel internationally and continue diving with Dennis after college. So, I love it so much. I don't want to stop.
Maybe the Olympics?
Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. It's all up in the air because I want to get a job, but I really want to keep diving.
What do your parents think about your future plans after Rider?
They completely support everything I want to do. Whether it's diving or getting a job or living at home, whatever makes me happy, they want me to do.
That's really helpful.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for joining us today, Amanda.
No problem.
This has been Patty Wittenberg for the Rider Sports Corner.
Our men's basketball team has been practicing hard for this upcoming season, but they will be without power forward Jason Thompson. Thompson was drafted 12th in the first round to the Sacramento Kings this past summer. How will the team do this year without him? Gina Grasso has the story.
The men's basketball team starts their season this Friday after midnight MAACness. Without star Jason Thompson, they will have to fight their way back to the top of the MAAC if they hope to win another championship. They have 9 returning players that received minutes last year. The newcomers, junior Jamar Youngblood and freshman Jermaine Jackson, Brendan Penn, and Novar Gatson, must learn how to use their skills to match up against the tough teams in the conference like Niagara and Siena. Their first game will be played at the Palestra versus St. Joseph's University. Unfortunately, the Bronc fans must wait until Saturday, November 29th for the first home game, where the men will face Cal State Northridge, who they faced last year in the bracket buster. Stars Ryan Thompson and Mike Ringgold have their expectations of the season.
We're going to have high expectations because, we have 4 returning starters from last year, and we're all going to be really good. Our preseason ranking is probably going to be in the top half of the conference. We just have to play defense and just do the small things to get us winning this season.
I want to win the MAAC. I want to finish first place, and I want to go to the big dance. Last year we missed out. We went to the CBIA. That's not good enough. I want to go to March Madness this year.
With tough games like St. Joe's, Cal State Northridge, and Drexel so early in the season, the players are getting ready for these matchups now.
We practice at least like 4 times a week, 5 times a week, and we're just going to take one game at a time, basically. So we're not worried about them, but at the same time, like we're still like trying to compete and get better every day for whoever. That's Cal State, Drexel, whoever, whether it's Siena, you just want to win.
Jason Thompson has moved on and the team must move forward without him. But how will they replace his rebounds and point production?
It's going to be hard, but we have to do it as a team. We have to do a lot of team rebounding, gang rebounding, starting on the defensive end. If everybody goes to the backboard and starts rebounding, it will come easier, and it will just compensate for a lot of the rebounds that Jason got.
This has been Gina Grasso reporting for the Rider Sports Corner.
From the field to the mats, Riders wrestling team, coached by Gary Taylor, has been practicing as well. Rob Haberman has the story.
The wrestling team is back this season looking better than ever, coming off of their toughest schedule the team has faced in its history last season. The team didn't always have this level of competition or the notoriety to warrant such a competition. Head coach Gary Taylor explains.
When I first came here, I thought Rider was a great opportunity in that I knew it had a good education. It was a small private school. It had a solid foundation with a wrestling program, and I thought that with that, it was a good starting point. When I first came, many people would ask, and almost everything written, I set out a goal of having both Eastern and national recognition at Rider University. At that time, many people thought I was crazy, which it was fine. I'd have no problem with that. I think you have to be a little crazy to be successful, in the sense that you got to get out on the branch a little bit, to really see what's on the, other side of the valley, so to speak. You have to get up there and take a look and assess it. Rider had never had a nationally ranked wrestler. They had never had a nationally ranked team, so I can understand why people thought that. But that was the goal, and I felt that it could happen at Rider, and I knew it was going to take some time and it was going to be a process. To get it to take off was was having that first All-American and showing people it can be done at Rider. We won the first conference championship in the history of Rider in what was then the East Coast Conference. So wrestling broke the ice on a lot of things because other conference championships and other teams followed that. And it was good to see that happen. I think it was good for Rider. It was certainly good for the wrestling team, so.
Taylor is in his 30th year as head coach. Though his wisdom is invaluable to his wrestlers, the physical teaching has been put into the hands of a former Rider All-American turned coach.
I had taken the team about as far as it could go. The sports situation, more and more staffs were growing bigger and bigger, and I was still trying to battle this thing by myself. So the very first and most important thing was to get John Hange back here.
I arrived here in 1988 and have been here since as a student athlete, a graduate assistant, and then returned in 2000 and have been here since as the associate head coach.
Hange, a firm believer in one-on-one training, spends extra time with his wrestlers to help develop their techniques and skills.
When I was a student athlete under Coach Taylor, that's where I learned it, because I would ask him to stay after practice. I would ask him to come in extra to work with me, and he would do it without even questioning things. He just would make himself available. And then my other coach when I was in college was Dan Mayo, who used to train me personally outside of the team practice. And to me, that's really took me from one level to the next. And that's what I think you need to do, because you can only get so much done in a practice room when you're trying to coach 25, 27 kids. You've got to be very generic. When you get one-on-one, you can be very specific to that individual, and that's where you make your most gains.
This season, one of the team's most impressive student-athletes, Mike Ward, comes to Rider after having a high-profile beginning to his collegiate career.
Well, coming out of high school my senior year, I got a scholarship to Penn State, and I really liked it. When I first made the decision to go there, I thought it was a place for me. But after a couple years, I realized that it was the wrong place for me. And I had some conversations with the coaching staff, and I just decided I had to leave just because for my personal preference, and I wasn't going to be able to achieve my goals there, and I just had to get out.
Even though he used to wrestle for the Nittany Lions, Ward can still draw some comparisons between his former school and Rider.
At Penn State, they kind of really don't show each wrestler as much attention as everybody else. And here it's just they always have time for you. If you want to get an extra workout in, Hangy he'll come in. Doesn't matter. I had class. I had a test at 8 in the morning, and we have lists at 6. And I told him that I had to study for the test. He was here at 4:45 to let me in. Waking up, getting from his own time. He didn't have to do that. He could have just told me get your lift in at another time. But he came up, let me in, and that was great. It's just all about they're dedicated to us more so, I think, than they were at Penn State.
Another student athlete looking to have an impact this season is Jason Lapham, a former Penn State student.
I was supposed to redshirt my freshman year, but the 6-year senior that was a starter, he was hurt all the time, and they took me out of my redshirt so I would start my freshman year. So I did good. I was probably around 500 season. I wrestled a lot of tough kids. It's hard going from high school to wrestling. I mean, Big Ten's a real tough conference, wrestling top 5 kids in the country all the time. But I did well. I held my own.
Like Ward, Lapham believes that the coaching of Rider has a slight advantage over bigger market schools.
I loved Rider. As soon as I met John Angie, the assistant coach, he right there just won me over. As soon as I came here, it was before UNC. I knew I wanted to come here. He can tell he cares a lot about his guys. At Penn State, it's more political. It's they put you out there, they expect you to win, and if you don't come through right then and there, they're looking for somebody to replace you. Here, you lose, they're like, all right, figure out what's going on, what happened, and they stick with you, and that's what I like a lot about here is they care a lot about you.
With the upcoming season schedule already out, the team is expecting great things to come.
I look at it, top 10 in the country this year because we got the talent to do it, and we're definitely going to be conference champs, beat Old Dominion.
I think ultimately it's to win the conference championship as a team, and as a almost a 1A, but a very, very similar goal is to have as many conference champions as possible and NCAA qualifiers. They kind of go hand in hand.
Our team's going to be real tough. We have, even our lightweights, we have a couple real good freshmen that came in, a few real good freshmen, and if they step it up, we'll have a real tough team. We'll be solid all the way through.
We have some very good Eastern teams on the schedule with Hofstra and Lehigh and Old Dominion in our conference are going to be all tough teams, for us to face. So we're looking forward to that challenge.
It looks like the wrestling team is ready to have a stellar year on the mats. For Rider Sports Corner, I'm Rob Haberman.
3-time Olympian Dudley Dorval is Rider's new track and field assistant coach. Patty Wittenberg sat down with him to see how he plans to make a difference at Rider.
Hi, I'm Patty Wittenberg, and I'm here today with Dudley Dorval, Rider's new assistant track and field coach. So you're Rider's new assistant track and field coach?
Yes, I am. Yeah.
And you participated in 3 Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Can you just tell us a little bit about the Olympics you participated in?
I participated in the Sydney 2000 Olympics, where I was a finalist. And I participated in 2004, where I made the semifinals, and in 2008, which just passed, I was a quarterfinalist.
Nice. What's your event in the Olympics?
Oh, the 110 hurdles.
What is that exactly?
You have 10 barriers over 110 meters, and you got to jump over those barriers as quickly as possible.
And you participated in the Olympics from Haiti.
For Haiti, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how did that work?
For me, it was just something I felt like it was a way for me to give back and maybe change the views and maybe try to bring out some more Haitian athletes. Because I was on the U.S. team, the juniors team, back in '90 and '94. I had a great experience running for the U.S. and I met some other kids from Haiti who were running for different countries also. And in Haiti, only had 1 athlete there. So eventually, as my career progressed and I got better, I thought it would be a great way for me to maybe put the country out there in a more positive light, because I notice that when people see Haiti on TV, it's about poverty and it's about unrest in the government. But I just wanted to show the kids that there is something beautiful about Haiti. We're all gifted, and it'll be a chance for them to do something with themselves.
Your parents are from New Jersey. Your parents are from Haiti,
They're
and
from
then
Haiti,
and you were born in New Jersey.
I was born in New Jersey, yes.
Yeah. So Haiti let you participate in the Olympics?
Yeah, they allowed me to have dual citizenship. I asked them if that was possible. Some countries don't allow it. They said you have to renounce your original citizenship just to have theirs, but some countries allow you to have dual citizenship.
And where have you taught before, Ryder? Where have you coached before?
I coached at Princeton High School, and I volunteered at Princeton University for a while. And before then, I would help out with the Ryder track team on a volunteer basis once in a while.
So you've been here for a while?
Mm-hmm.
And what do you think you can bring to Ryder?
I think I bring experience. I bring an attitude of solid work ethic, perseverance, and all the mistakes I've made, I'm gonna try to help my student athletes not make those same mistakes I've made and keep them on the right track. I mean, experience goes a long way, and I just hope I can give back to the kids here at Ryder.
Is there any star athletes you should look out for?
I think you should look out for the entire Ryder track and field team, because we have a great coaching staff. Our head coach Bob Hamer. We just hired 2 assistants, Shelley Mitchell Hollingsworth and Josh Russell, all who accomplished great things in their college careers. And with that type of staff or that force behind the Ryder track and field team, I think we can do great things in the future.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you for inviting me here.
Bye. This has been Patty Wittenberg for the Ryder Sports Corner with Dudley Doroval.
Let's take a look at the fall midseason report. Thanks for joining us for this special MAACness edition of the Ryder Sports Corner. I'm Olivia Hoff.
And I'm Tom Malachi. Have a great week, everyone.